Oh, happiness and joy. I'm confusing the heck out of myself with this video. I wanted to do it because I acquired a new pair of boots, go figure, right here. And they inspired me to talk to you again, and you've seen all the boots except these on this channel. Talk to you again about the slight nuances of the Red Wing leather. Okay, so we're going to start over here, and these are the 10877s. They're the 8-inch, obviously, taller than all these 6-inch. The 10875s, which would be the right ones, I have them. They're in my Mexico collection. You probably might have seen me post Instagram pictures of them. The 10 series, okay, so if these were 8 inches, these are the 875s, they'd be the 877s. These would be the 108. These are the 10877s. The difference between them, this is the work line, this is the non-work line. Without the 10, they have silver eyelets and a slightly different leather. If they're in the work line, they have the black eyelets and a slightly different leather. Now, we have talked about on Facebook whether the work ones have a different certification or whatever. They may have it, but they are the same boot. There is no difference. And they've been cut apart by, these other guys. And they are the same. Except, like I said, the eyelets and the leather. This is Oro Original, okay? Original meaning the first. Oro Original. Oro meaning gold, okay? So if it has the 10 in front of it, 10875, it was a 6-inch, 10877. The 10 means Oro Original leather, okay? Now, the 875s is Oro Legacy. Oro meaning gold, legacy meaning a reputation that travels on. Okay? So, now that we got those two out of the way, I don't know if you can see, man, there is just not much difference in these at all. I think this one starts getting a little bit more orangey. This one here gets a little bit more orangey. This one is a little bit more brown. It's very slight. I've gone through conversation with one of my German friends, Schmitty, about this, and it depends what wax or cream or polish you put on them could change that a little bit too. Neither one of these have anything on them. These are both brand new out of the box. Brand new out of the box. Can you tell the difference in those two? I don't know. This one looks a little bit more brown. That one right there. This one looks a little bit more orange. That's it. Okay, so now the ones I just got are the 8131s. They're a European release. Okay, these are Oro Russet. Oro meaning gold. Russet, I looked up. Only thing I knew what russet was these brownish potatoes come from Idaho. Russet, if you Google it, it says something that's brownish or reddish. Obviously, we're using the word russet to go towards the reddish. Anything that Red Wing from SB Foot Tannery, which is the tannery in Red Wing, Minnesota that Red Wing owns. It used to be separate. They acquired it. Now it makes all their leather. Anything that says russet, SB Foot Tannery, tans it with a little bit of redwood bark. Okay, so tannins are extracts from leaves or bark of trees. It's what cures the leather, processes it to get rid of bacteria and to make it pliable, soft, and workable. And so they use some of the tannins from the redwood tree. People think that's really cool. So if it says russet in the name of your Red Wings, you got a little bit of the redwood tree there. Okay, these are Oro Russet Portage. We're going to go down the rabbit hole of this name too. Portage, okay, with leathers can mean that it's an aniline dye that shows more of the natural pigment of the leather. I think in regards to SB Foot Tannery, what it means is it's more of a matte look to the leather. It's not, if you look, okay, look at the shine on that right out of the box. I polished this. I put a El Oso neutral on it, and it's still not as shiny as that right out of the box. So portage, like if you just got the green ones, the Alpine portage, it's, if you look at them, they have a shine to them, but they're more of a waxy finish. Okay, more of a matte finish. Now, these 8131 European releases, which are called Oro Russet Portage, are not to be confused with the 8875s. I think the 8875s are still on the Red Wing site right now, okay? They're just called Oro Russet. They're not called Oro Russet Portage. So I think they're a same color, but a little bit shinier than this, okay? Now, also, they released, I don't know, a year or so ago, it's also on the site, you can get them, the waterproof russet. That is the 8864. It's the insulated version. I just watched Rose Anvil cut that one apart last night. They were thinking it was going to be subpar. He really liked it. But it is insulated. It's a waterproof leather. It's called waterproof russet. So we got Oro Russet Portage, the same one, but the American release is just the Oro Russet, and then the waterproof russet, which I think you can get it over in Europe and here. Okay, now the last one that I got for you today is this. You caught me. This is actually the pair of boots I wear around town all the time. I cleaned them up for you for this video, but those are starting to get, you know, a little bit of wear and patina on them. I wear them. I live in a really small town, so every time I drop one of the trucks or cars off to the mechanics, I walk back and forth. It's less than a mile. If I'm working around the house and I don't need steel toe, these are what I wear. These are called the 9106s, the Copper Worksmith. Copper Worksmith. Okay? Oro Russet Portage, Copper Worksmith. It's more of a brick color. Look at that. Copper Worksmith or Oro Russet Portage. This one is, I really like these. These are some of my favorite boots. That's why I wear them all the time. I'm probably going to wear them down and get a cool resole on them. Now, I was talking to, just a few minutes ago before this video, my buddy Juan on Facebook. Hi Juan, if you're watching. And he just acquired the 9877s, okay? Now, this, I think we've gone all the way to the deep reds. If you go the 9877s, okay, they are gold russet, okay? The gold russet, I guess it's the 9875s or the 9877s. The 9875s would be the 6-inch 9877s. I think he just got the 9877s. Now they get a little bit more yellowy than this if you go that way. I don't have those. And then if you want to go full yellow, I have them. You've seen them before. The 8140, the maize. Okay, so that's going the opposite way. If I end up getting the 9877s or 9875s, I'll do this and we'll add more to them. That's what I want to talk to you about. Hey, yeah, this may be the last video, or is the last video before I go to Brooklyn for boot camp next weekend. Stitch Downs boot camp. Happiness Carpenter is going to be there, checking it all out, seeing Dale from Dale's Leatherworks, seeing Goggy, the owner of Nanusella. I'm going to be prancing around. I'm going to see Brian the Bootmaker, at least say hey to him. I'm going to be prancing around in a pair of roll clubs, my favorite pair of Nanucellas. And if you are going to boot camp, say hey down in the comments. And when you come up to me, though, you got to say who you are. If you're one of these Facebook guys or YouTube guys or Instagram guys, tell me who you are. Tell me what your handle is, because not everyone, you know, when you guys post here, most of the guys are over half the guys on Facebook, I know them by name. Half of those guys don't have their pictures, so I don't know them. But then you Instagram guys or YouTube guys, you just have like numbers and little phrases and words and stuff, so I don't know who you are. So if you come up to me, put in the comments if you're going, so I'll be looking for you. But if you come up to me, say, hey, I'm so-and-so. I'm one of your subscribers from YouTube. So, because you're going to have me at an advantage. You guys, you Facebook, Instagram, YouTube guys, you see my face all the time. So you know who I am. It's unmistakable, right? So I got that going for me. And I'm going to try and, if they let me, shoot some video there, maybe do a few interviews. I'm not good at editing, so it may be some really impromptu stuff. I don't know when it will get posted, but I'll try and give you some content from there. And in light of all the disasters and everything, wars and everything that's going on, and fortunately, back in Carolina there, we have a lot of good people who are helping their neighbors out. And I just wanted to tell you that, you know, everyone's got their political BS. I'm sorry. My political opinion is vote. I don't care who you vote for. Please vote. Please be a part of the system. You don't have to agree with me. You do not have to agree with me for me to love you and to be my friend. We can be gentlemen and still differ. But I don't care if you hate on Biden, if you hate on Trump, if you hate on Palestine, or if you hate on Israel. Those are political things that are usually far away from most of us. You may think one or the other of these presidential people in the United States, these politicians, are good for your bottom line pocketbook. Unless you're some kind of 1% millionaire watching me, and I don't think you are, that really doesn't matter. The rest of us just work like slaves all the time and try and be happy. So, your political opinion about any of these things are not who you are. You know who you are? Who you are is how the little kid that lives down the block thinks of you. Who you are is if your wife's afraid of you or not. Who you are is what you do when you're alone. So you know what I want you to do? I want you to be a friend to yourself. Be good to yourself. Represent who you are in every part of your life. Be good to your family. And when those neighbors see this big old guy in boots out in front of their house, they feel safe and they feel that that's a point of refuge for them. And this is what I want you to do. I think this is what we're called to do. If you're smart, if you're strong, if you're resourceful, I think you are called to be the protector of those that may not have the intelligence, the strength, or the resources of you. So whatever your political opinion is and all these swirling things going around us all the time, be a friend to man. Women and children. Be a friend to people that you don't identify with. Be a friend to people that don't agree with you politically. Be there when they need you. That's what makes you a man. That's what makes you a good man. And that's what makes you someone who I want to respect. Happiness and love. Hope I didn't tweak you too much. Have a great day.